ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to the ValveTime News. Each week, we'll bring you the biggest talking points regarding Valve and the community. Now, the news. A new announcement to the Steamworks development Steam group earlier this week revealed that third-party game developers may now organize and plan discounts on their games. This effectively allows Steamworks developers to create sales and large discounts independently of Valve, as the new tools, which were also released earlier this week, make it so Valve no longer have to have any input in order for discounts and sales to go live on the storefront. As described in the announcement post, the tools allow developers to configure custom sale periods and sizes, as well as to opt in to upcoming week-long sales. For now, all sales organized independently from Valve are limited to a 2-week maximum duration and can be planned up to 2 months in advance. Just don't get your hopes up if you're hoping for even more regular deals, as this doesn't necessarily mean you'll be seeing more Steam sales from here on out. It just means developers will have an easier, more straightforward method of setting them up in the first place. While this isn't the most exciting news for the average user, this is a rather big step for Valve as the company continues to try and move Steam closer to becoming the truly autonomous digital platform that they want it to be. If you're a certified Steamworks developer, you may want to head on over to the private Steamworks development group to read the official announcement for yourself to find out how it may affect you or the games you sell. Unfortunately, the group and the announcement are not publicly visible to everyone, but you can still check out a screenshot of the announcement post within our full write-up on ValveTime.net. As usual, links to this write-up and everything else we're talking about this week will be provided in the video description. While there weren't any major game updates for Team Fortress 2 or Counter-Strike Global Offensive this past week, the Dota 2 team did introduce an interesting new feature known as Fantasy Dota, which is designed to expand on the Fantasy Team system implemented with the International 3 Compendium last August. This service allows up to 5 friends to create and manage a fantasy league comprised of fantasy teams made up of professional Dota 2 players. Each player will then compete to see how well their team can perform throughout the specified tournament. To create a team, each player must own a ticket for a supported tournament before grouping together for a scheduled live draft. During this live draft period, players will take turns to draft pro players into their own fantasy team, as a player can only be owned by one person at a time, unlike the International 3 Compendium. After the live draft concludes and all team slots have been filled with players, the Fantasy League will automatically create round-robin weekly head-to-head matchups, where a player from each team will be selected to challenge other players on opposing teams who occupy the same team role, such as carry, support, etc. Those of you looking to get started by creating a Fantasy League will need to purchase the recently released Asus ROG Dream League Season 1 Pass, which is currently the only tournament to support this new feature, but we believe it'll be added to many others in the weeks and months to come. The fantasy team matches for the Dream League began on March 3rd, so be sure to form your fantasy leagues and complete your live drafts as quickly as possible to avoid missing out on those precious points. More information on this feature is available on the official announcement page over on the Dota 2 blog, and within Cyborg Matt's patch analysis on the On Gamers website. It was recently announced that the family sharing system has now left beta and is available as a standard feature for all Steam users. As we've mentioned on the show a few times in the past, this new system allows close family and friends to share games or software from within a single Steam library, so long as no more than one player interacts with a given title at the same time. For more information on the Steam family sharing system, you may want to check out our older write-ups on ValveTime.net. Speaking of betas, Portal 2 was recently updated to support the Linux operating system for the first time. By extension, this also means Portal 2 can now be run on Valve's SteamOS without the need to stream it from another machine running OS X or Windows. However, this game's Linux support is likely far from perfect given the beta tag currently associated with the game. If you're looking to try out Portal 2 on Linux or SteamOS, be sure to opt into the beta using the drop-down box available in the Betas tab inside the game's properties, which can be accessed by right-clicking on Portal 2 from within your Steam library. Elsewhere in the Portal community, the winners of a t-shirt design contest run by WeLoveFine were announced earlier this week after the conclusion of the competition not too long ago. The first place design, known as "The Cake is a Fabrication," was created by Grand Prize winner Brian Kessinger. And I apologize to this next winner, Yulina Morokowska, took home the runner-up prize with her There Is No Escape design, which is now available alongside Brian's own design for purchase as a poster or as a t-shirt from the WeLoveFine website, which you can check out using links available in the video description. After noticing that this week wasn't going to be the most packed or busy in regards to main headline news, we decided to fill in some of our empty space with a new episode of A Minute With. In this new episode, we chose to revisit some of our fondest Valve memories by looking back at Portal, Valve's extremely popular, critically acclaimed puzzle game released as a sleeper hit within the Orange Box back in 2007. An annotation link to the video will be provided on screen in a few moments after I say, and that brings us to the end of another week of Valve news. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. As usual, be sure to check out and rate our Dota 2 announcer pack over at the Steam Workshop. Thanks for watching and bye for now.